What did you do when you saw someone shoplift? I was doing a teacher training exercise for my PGCE at a museum, with my toddler along due to a childcare fail. He had been such a good boy that I decided to buy him a treat in the shop as we left. At this point, he dropped all pretense of being a good boy, running riot through the aisles demanding all the things. So, as I finally got to the checkout with more treats than intended, I was in a mood. The checkout assistant popped his treats into a paper bag and handed it to the darling little boy, who promptly scooted for the door as I waited for the card machine to connect with Jupiter or Raucus, or wherever the heck the payment authorization takes place. Just as he got to the exit, I uttered "Get back here now" in the voice, known only to Irish mammies, teachers, and the Bene Gesserit. This had the desired effect of causing him to spin round and return to me. Right on his heels, however, was a teenager who had also been exiting, with some goods he had not paid for. He handed them meekly to the checkout assistant, apologized to both of us, and left. The checkout assistant and I just about held ourselves together until he was out of sight before falling about laughing. I worked at Blockbuster Video in college. They used to tell us to be on the lookout for people who would try to steal the movies by using a paper clip to undo the mechanism that kept the DVDs locked. On a normal day, that meant looking out for someone who kept looking over his shoulder while leaning really close to the shelves. One day a guy comes in, says hello, and then proceeds to pull a giant black trash bag out of his coat pocket. He goes to the section right in front of the register where we sold brand new movies, non-rentals, and started dumping movies into his bag. It was like watching the Grinch go around our store. He didn't try to hide it. He went down at least 3 different aisles before leaving. On his way out he said, "You folks have a nice night." Then, he calmly walked out and headed down the street. We all stood there dumbfounded.